Miss Marine Le Pen demanded control at the borders of former European Union countries to be restored. She claims that it would hinder terrorist operations. She is right. However, why stop there? Restoration of control at the borders of Brabant, Alsace, Picardy, Brittany, Provence, Scotland, at the borders of Catalonia and the Freistaat Bayern would hinder terrorist lives even more. Let's not forget either that the walls of Paris, built by Louis Katalonii Thiers, are not utilized today. If France could provide guards on the wall of Paris in the 16th century, then France can afford it all the more in 21st century. Because there are multiple cities in France threatened by terrorists, it would reduce unemployment rate to a large degree. Well, let's now look at this from a different perspective. We cannot afford to be intimidated by terrorists. If we limit our freedom out of fear, it's exactly what the terrorists want. They want to limit our freedom, and they can do it with our very own hands. Let's take a look at statistics. On the day of the attack of Charlie Hebdo office, 12 persons died also from accident on the roads. Nevertheless, we do not panic. We don't forbid cars from being driven. And it's like that every single day. And terrorists strike rarely. The risk of dying in a terrorist attack is hundreds of times less probable than the risk of dying in a car accident. Moreover, sometimes you have to fall into the disfavor with terrorists in some way or the other. Why should we be bothered by this then? Because assaults are shown on TV, and these 12 people on the road died quietly, without TV's video, cameras. But what is the difference? Death is death. After attack on the World Trade Center, President George Bush introduced the so-called Patriotic Act that took away American traditional freedoms and created ministry with more powers than Soviet Cheka. It was Osama bin Laden great success. This is the wrong way to do it. If you want to eradicate terrorism, we have to, above all, arm ourselves. Rabbi Menachem Margolin is right to demand the right to own guns for Jews. If in 1939 every Jew had a pistol, the Holocaust would be very hard to carry out. However, why only Jews? To give this privilege only to Jews would induce anti-Semitism on the unprecedented scale. Everyone should be able to own guns. Kouachi brothers proved that guns prohibition doesn't affect terrorists at all, whereas it makes us sheep for slaughter. Of course, we also have to restore the death penalty. But that doesn't work on the people who are ready to die in this suicide attack. That's why it is imperative to show terrorists that their terror does not impress us a bit. Plainly, we should do nothing. Carry on business as usual. This recipe is clear, simple, and very cheap.